Right now, as you're watching this video, your brain is performing miracles. You're effortlessly converting squiggly lines on a screen into meaningful words, predicting what I'm about to say next, and probably thinking about 3 other things at the same time. But here's the plot twist. That same incredible brain is also lying to you. It's filling in gaps with made-up information, ignoring obvious details right in front of you, and making decisions based on mental shortcuts that would make a GPS system jealous. Welcome to the wild world of cognition, where your mind is simultaneously your greatest superpower and your sneakiest enemy. Section 1, the cognitive powerhouse. Let's start with the amazing part, because honestly, your brain deserves some serious credit. Every second, your brain processes about 11 million bits of information. To put that in perspective, that's like reading the entire Harry Potter series in 1 second. Yet you're only consciously aware of about 40 bits of that information. Your brain is like the world's most efficient spam filter, except instead of emails, it's sorting through sensory data. Think about walking through a busy street. You automatically navigate around obstacles you barely noticed, recognize faces in your peripheral vision. Filter out background noise to focus on important sounds, predict where moving objects will be in the next few seconds. This is called automatic processing, and it's absolutely mind-blowing. Your brain runs thousands of background programs while you're consciously focused on just one task. Here's a quick test. Without looking away from the screen, can you tell me what colour shirt you're wearing right now? Did you have to glance down, or did you just know? Most people just know, because your brain constantly maintains an inventory of your body and immediate environment without you even realising it. Chess masters can play 50 games simultaneously while blindfolded. London taxi drivers develop enlarged hippocampy, the brain's GPS system, from memorising 25,000 streets. These aren't superhuman abilities, they're examples of how far our normal cognitive abilities can be pushed. Section 2, the cognitive betrayal. But now for the uncomfortable truth. That same amazing brain regularly tricks you. Look at these 2 lines. The bottom one is clearly longer, right? Wrong. They're identical. This is the Muller-Lyer illusion, and even when you know they're the same length, your brain still sees them as different. This isn't a bug in your system, it's a feature. Your brain evolved to make quick decisions with incomplete information, not to be perfectly accurate. Let's talk about cognitive biases. These are systematic errors in thinking that affect our decisions. We have over 180 documented biases, but let's focus on the greatest hits. 1. Confirmation bias. You seek information that confirms what you already believe and ignore evidence that contradicts it. It's like having a personal yes man living in your brain. Real-world example. You think your favourite sports team is the best. Suddenly, you notice every article praising them and conveniently forget about their recent losses. 2. Gambler's fallacy. You think past events affect future probabilities in random situations. Flip a coin and get heads 5 times in a row. Your brain screams, "Tails is due!" But the coin doesn't have memory. It's still 50-50. 3. Anchoring bias. The first number you see influences all your subsequent judgments. Stores exploit this constantly. See a $200 jacket marked down to $100. It feels like a steal even if similar jackets elsewhere cost $75. Quick question. Is the population of Turkey greater or less than 35 million? Now, what do you think the actual population is? Whatever number you just thought, I bet it was influenced by that 35 million anchor I just gave you. The actual population is about 84 million, but most people who hear this question guess somewhere between 25 to 45 million. Section 3, memory. The unreliable narrator. Here's something that might shake your confidence in your own experiences. Your memory isn't a recording. It's more like a Wikipedia page that anyone can edit, including your own brain. Every time you remember something, you're not just accessing a file, you're reconstructing it. And each reconstruction can add, remove, or modify details. In the 1990s, psychologist Elizabeth Loftus showed people footage of car accidents. One group was asked, how fast were the cars going when they hit each other? Another group was asked the same question, but with the word smashed instead of hit. The smashed group estimated higher speeds and were more likely to remember seeing broken glass in the video, glass that was never there. One word changed their memory of what they witnessed. Your childhood memories. Many of them are probably composites, pieces of real events mixed with stories you were told, photos you saw, and details your brain filled in later. This isn't necessarily bad, it's just how memory works. Your brain prioritizes meaning over accuracy. It wants you to remember the lessons and emotions, not necessarily the exact details. Even flashbulb memories, those vivid, detailed memories of significant events, change over time. People's memories of where they were during 9/11 or other major events shift substantially when researchers follow up years later, even though the people swear their memories are perfect. Section 4. Attention. The spotlight with blind spots. Your attention works like a spotlight, incredibly focused on one area, but everything outside that beam might as well not exist. I'm going to show you a famous experiment. Your job is to count how many times the people in white shirts pass the basketball. Ready? About half of people completely miss the person in a gorilla suit walking through the scene. This is called inattentional blindness. This explains why you can walk into a glass door while texting, or why you don't notice your friend calling your name when you're focused on something else. We also have change blindness. You can miss huge changes in your environment if they happen outside your attention spotlight. In one study, people giving directions to a lost researcher failed to notice when the researcher was switched with a completely different person mid-conversation. And here's a productivity mythbuster. You can't actually multitask. What you think is multitasking is really just rapid task switching, and each switch costs you time and accuracy. When you're multitasking, you're actually making yourself less efficient at everything. Section 5. Decision-making. The mental shortcuts. Your brain makes about 35,000 decisions per day. That's one decision every 2.5 seconds you're awake. To handle this cognitive load, your brain uses mental shortcuts called heuristics. Availability heuristic. You judge probability by how easily examples come to mind. Plane crashes get more media coverage than car accidents, so many people think flying is more dangerous than driving. Reality? You're about 1,000 times more likely to die in a car crash. Representativeness. Heuristic. You judge probability by similarity to a stereotype. Meet someone who's quiet, organized, and loves reading. Your brain might scream librarian, even though there are way more accountants and teachers who fit that description. Here's a paradox. More choices make you less happy. When faced with too many options, you either freeze up, decision paralysis, or make a choice but regret all the alternatives you didn't pick. In one famous study, customers at a gourmet store could sample jams. One table had 24 varieties, another had just 6. More people stopped at the 24 jam table, but 30% of people who visited the 6 jam table made a purchase, compared to only 3% from the 24 jam table. Section 6. Putting it all together. So what do you do with all this information? How do you live with a brain that's both brilliant and deceptive? 1. Embrace your limitations, stop trying to multitask. Focus on one thing at a time, and you'll be more productive and make fewer mistakes. 2. Question your first instinct. When making important decisions, especially financial ones, sleep on it. Your initial reaction might be driven by anchoring, availability bias, or emotional reasoning. 3. Seek disconfirming evidence. Actively look for information that challenges your beliefs. Follow people on social media who disagree with you respectfully. Read reviews of products you love that point out their flaws. 4. Use external memory. Don't trust your memory for important details. Write things down, take photos, use calendar reminders. Your smartphone is the perfect cognitive prosthetic. 5. Create decision frameworks for recurring decisions. Create rules in advance. I'll only check social media at lunch and after dinner. I'll wait 24 hours before buying anything over $100. This reduces decision fatigue. Remember, these aren't flaws to be ashamed of. They're features of a system that evolved to keep you alive in a complex world. Understanding your cognitive biases doesn't make you immune to them, but it does make you more aware of when they might be influencing you. Your brain is simultaneously the most sophisticated information processing system in the known universe, and a collection of evolutionary shortcuts that sometimes send you in the wrong direction. The goal isn't to overcome your humanity, it's to work with your brain's quirks rather than against them. In the next video, we'll explore how these cognitive principles play out in social situations, why you conform, why you judge, and how your brain navigates the complex world of other people. But first, here's a challenge. For the next week, try to catch yourself making one of these cognitive errors. Confirmation bias, anchoring, availability, heuristic. See if you can spot them in action in your own thinking. Let me know in the comments what you discover about your own mind. I bet it will surprise you.